Hi buddy, it's Julia here and I have a new process video to share with you. So lately I've been on like a little bit of a kick, so to speak, in using a bit of untraditional materials maybe. So I had my birthday not too long ago and I got these coloring books from my sister, which was a nice idea, but I cannot bear coloring them. So boring. I get like fidgeting in my knees and all that. So I decided to think outside the box and I found this orchid pattern. I think it's an orchid, right? And that's me showing that. Um, so I painted and I was sitting down and was like, this would be really cute for this layout I had planned making. And sure enough. So I have started trying to make layouts about my years at school. I was scrapbooking before and I was scrapbooking during this time, but I haven't scrapbooked about this time. It's 3 years. So I thought I might as well, and so yeah, the layout I'm going to start with is sort of like in the end of these 3 years at, I think it's like equivalent to high school, not too sure. But anyway, I was living a boarding school and went to, I'm a trained horse groom. So not your typical education, but there it is. And this is my prom. So I have these photos already printed for some reason years ago, and I thought, why not? So I'm going to make a quite simple layout. I really want you to see this really pretty pattern that I've colored, and I picked the colors lavender and then mint because they're sort of my favorite colors, and obviously they work perfect with this photo. Um, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm just going to go embellishment crazy. I just had so much fun embellish this layout, and I really like it. So this specific pattern comes from a book that's called like Vintage Patterns or something, and they are, I think it's a Danish book or Danish design. So there are a lot of lovely patterns to color if you like coloring big patterns. It's not very like, some coloring books I found are really like tiny patterns. This is wallpaper design, so it's a bit bigger and I really like that. And this specific one I really like because I like the flowers, but I also went really light on it. I used my distress markers in mild lavender. I think I used some seedless preserve and then cracked pistachio, and just used the pens or a little bit of water, and that is it. So that's why it's still light, but you have a little bit of color. So like I said, I'm not going to do any journaling here. I think I'm just going to write like prom or something. I'm going to have a title, but then just have fun embellishment. So I started with layering my photo. I think it really needed that. And I use embellishments from crepe paper because who doesn't love crepe paper? I'm using mostly I try to use a lot of the new stuff. I really don't want to hoard it. I have a really like, I want a lot of my Hello Love collection. I want as much as that is gone before March. Uh, of course, these doilies, love doilies. But I also try to use a lot of stuff that I make myself. Like these leaves are die cuts. I showed in a previous video, I think last week, how I make them. A different color, but it's the same, and I just go around with stickles. Now, some may think that is crazy and takes a lot of time, and that is correct. It takes forever to put stickles around them, but I sort of like it, and I love using these leaves, and I just looked at my little where I have them, and I was like, I'm running low on them, so I think I will have to do more soon. I really like having them in different colors, so now I have these really winter green, and I also have the dark black blue color. I really like those, so I think I will have to do a new set soon. I'm also going to use some chipboard from the Great Paper Confetti by Maggie Holmes, and also the tiny word stickers, phrases, words, I don't know. um, I am really like trying to focus to use the stuff I really like, so that is why I'm picking this bird. I love those birds. I think they're so cute, and I wish that Crepe Paper would come out with a whole chipboard set with just those kind of birds. They don't need to all look the same, but I love the birds. So cute. Um, so I also want to try to use more of my chipboard. I love chipboard, but I sort of tend to not hoard, but to be very sparse with them. And I think that's because it's quite expensive. But on the other hand, it won't make them cheaper to sit in my drawer and never be used either. So the Hello Love collection, I like cut that sheet up instantly and put it with my die cuts, and I have used that quite a lot actually. So that works for me to have it like in plain sight and ready to use. Having them on a sheet tucked away with my papers obviously doesn't work. These enamel dots I'm going to use in white. Now, also going to use some pearls. And I think some stones maybe. Yep, very pretty. On the whole, I mean, that is practically it. I'm just really happy with this layout. It's really like a pretty layout, and I think it's really fun to make these too. In my sort of album I'm thinking about doing with school, because it's an A4 size, I am planning to make a lot of layouts looking like this. I have one page A4 with a pretty layout, just really pretty, and then on the other side have a full sheet with just a story. I don't know, we'll see how it turns out. This is the first layout that's going to go into that binder anyway, and it's called Prom, I suppose. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have liked this, and it hopefully gave you some inspiration. I hope to see you soon, and have a great week. Bye!